Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. So yesterday we have seen how to create a primary ledger and what is the use of primary ledger. So today we'll see the new task. So let's get started. First of all, let me take you to the instance where I'll show you yesterday the status of primary ledger. Okay, so let's see the status of our primary ledger, then I'll move to the next task, that is legal entity. Okay, so now go to setup and maintenance. Implementation project, BISP implementation project, search task, manage primary ledger. We'll see the status. See BISP primary ledger, so the status is completed. Okay, so our status is confirmed, so we have assigned our primary ledger. Okay, so now the next task after creating primary ledger, we have completed with the primary ledger, but today we'll start with the legal entity. So today's topic is legal entity. Okay friends, so let's start. So friends, legal entity is a part of business that is recognized by the law as being able to enter into contract, own assets, and be responsible for its own debts. Think of it like a separate person within the business that can do things on its own. So why do we need legal entity? So because of legal entity we get legal recognition. Okay, so why do we need legal entity? Because we get legal recognition. Okay, we get responsibilities. Responsibilities are what? Responsibility of, like, we have own debts and obligations, so it is responsible for its own debts and obligations, है ना? It protects owners also. The personal assets of the owner are protected if the business has its own legal entity. So that is why we need the legal entity. There is a tax purpose also. Why do we need tax purpose also? With a tax purpose, what happens, friend? There is a tax, there is a separate tax filing. The legal entity can file its own taxes separately from the owners. Okay, then it gets tax benefits. It may qualify for certain tax benefits also. Okay, so let's see the example. So when we create legal entity, when we create the legal entity, when we create the legal entity, what do we need? We need a name. Okay, we need a name, we need a registration. Okay, then we need a signing contract. Okay, we should have owning property. Okay, then we have some financial responsibilities also, like debts. Okay, so for example, okay, let's say, so how it works in Oracle Fusion Financial, let's see. So first of all we have to set up legal entity name. For example, we have name BISP. Okay, we have name BISP legal entity, and the registration we will provide, government will provide the registration information like tax ID. So there would be a tax ID. Okay, tax ID. Okay, then there would be some transactions also. Okay, transactions like contracts and purchases. We will record contracts and purchases made by our BISP solutions. We will have a financial records also. We'll keep track all money coming in and going out for BISP solutions. Okay. Okay, then there would be some transactions also if there would be a legal entity. Okay, so then there would be reporting also. Okay, financial statements, tax reports. So this all comes in legal entity. Okay, so this is why we need the legal entity. Now let's move to our task, legal entity. Before legal entity, let's make the legal address. So before making the legal entity, what we need legal address. So let's create legal address. So now we'll create legal address. So let's move to the application. Okay, so let's move to our project and type legal address, manage legal address, manage legal addresses. So what we need to create, so we'll create so we'll search from postal code. Okay, we'll search from postal code. Let's say postal code I'm writing here 6, let's say, which is coming from 6. Okay, example I'm taking, this would be as per the client requirement. So let's search. See, United States have come. Just wait, friends. Oh, after creating legal address, we will create the legal entity. Before that, this instance should work fast. So this webinar should be informative. Okay. So now once again we will create, we'll search the postal code. Start with 6. Okay, let me take this one. If it comes, it's okay. Yeah, it has come. We create save and close. This we have made. Okay friends, our legal address is done. So now our next task is we'll go to manage legal entity. So task name is, the name of the task is manage legal entity. So okay, so now we'll manage legal entity. We'll move to the application. Manage legal entity. We'll create the legal entity. Okay, let's create. We'll keep the name. Something site is not working up. Just a second friends. Okay, task is manage legal entity. Okay, so you click on this manage legal entity, go on this task, select ended and go. So first we'll let me search. Okay, just a second. Go in this task and again this. No, we cannot add here. This is some wrong answer it's giving. Manage legal entity. Unsure from activation. What is happening? Manage legal entity. No. Just a second. Something is wrong with this. Okay. So now we'll create new. states is selected. Just we need to, we'll give the name BISP USA legal entity. So this is the name of our legal entity, and the legal identifier number, for now we can put anything. Okay, so you can put start date and end date also. Okay, then our legal address that we have just made, we search for the legal address. I think in the legal address we have not given this as BISP, that is why it is not coming. Just a second, friends. Yeah, this is legal address just we made. Okay, this one we have created. Actually I have not given the name BISP, that is what we know, but we have created this one. So this is our legal address, and now will payroll statutory unit, yes, we'll check this on. Check box legal employee, yes, it is legal employee, and the legal entity number, the start date, end date if you want to put, it's not mandatory, so I'm not putting. Now jurisdiction, legal address, place of registration. Now this number. Okay, so for now we can put the number anything. So tin number, okay, let's see. Hope this should not give an error. Because this tin number and registration number we have given not in a proper standard. Okay, yeah, no error. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we will assign this entity to our PL. We'll assign this legal entity to our PL. So now what we are going to do, we'll assign legal entity to PL. Okay, so now move to the application. So search for the task name, assign legal address. We want to assign entity now, so why we are putting this? Assign legal entities. So this is the task. You see, if I was searching entity, so it was not coming. So the correct task is entities. Okay, so assign legal entities to PL. So go assign legal entities. Assign legal entities. Look, it is already assigned to our primary ledger, that is why it is not showing the option. Okay, this is already assigned to our BSP primary ledger. So if you want to learn how to assign, just click on this. Okay, so now this option will not come. Okay, then what will come? It will ask you select scope. So here you will select the primary ledger. Okay, here not. Okay, so you will search for the primary ledger, that is BISP USA primary ledger. It is already assigned, that is why it is not taking. Okay, so now go back. Setup and maintenance. So just a second from I'm showing the option. Assign legal entities, I'm showing the option. We'll click on this, assign legal entities. We'll click on create. And here I'll search the name BISP, that is our legal entity. I'll search, and you see we can apply. Done. So we have assigned our legal entity to PL. Okay, sometimes the site doesn't support, so that's why some options got missed. So now we have assigned our legal entity to PL. Now I'll save and close. Okay, so now what we are going to do, now we will assign balancing segment to legal entity. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to assign balancing segment to legal entity. Now I'll click. Okay, so this is the task. Okay, assign balancing segment value to legal entities. I'll click on it. We'll click on this, our BISP USA legal entity. We'll click on create. So we'll give the company value. we can search BISP tires. Okay, the code we have given 1000 to only BISP tires, 2000 to BISP paints, and 3000 to, you see here, 2000, 3000 name is not coming. Okay, so we have given a code 1000 code, and this, when we put the code, it is showing the description, it is BISP tires. We can select the start date, end date, then we will save and assign another. Now we'll assign the second value, that is 2000 BISP paints. Now we'll assign the BISP twice. Okay, save and close. So we have assigned these three values to our legal entity. Okay, now what we are going to do, we will assign the seeded roles to user so that we would have payable options. Okay, so now we are going to assign some seeded roles for further implementation. Okay, so for that, go to security console. Now we'll assign the seeded role. Seeded roles. Okay, so when I'll go to the seeded roles, you will understand why I am assigning seeded roles. Okay, so that for journal ledger we will have some open period and close period. Okay, I'll explain that also. Okay, so now for that we'll go on the security console to tools, security console. We'll go on user. So our user is let me search BISP. No role. So our user is that we made, that is Rakesh. So we'll assign some more roles to Rakesh. Okay, click on Rakesh Kumar, then we'll edit. We are giving 5 more roles to this. Already 2 roles are there: application implementation consultant, IT security manager to Rakesh Kumar. Now 5 more roles we are going to give for the open and period options for creating journal. Okay, so I'm giving 5 more roles to Rakesh Kumar. Okay, so I'll click on add. General accounting manager, but we will select this ORA, that is ORA. Okay, Oracle, otherwise it will not work, friends. So choose ORA GL, general accounting manager. Click on add role membership. The second role I'm going to choose is general accountant. Okay, general accountant, that too of Oracle GL, general accountant job. Okay, in case we do not find ORA, we can select GL. Okay, so 2 roles we have given. Now I'll give the third role, that is controller. So in controller role you won't find ORA, so direct click on GL controller job. Okay, first one, add role. Now we'll assign another role, that is financial financial analyst. Okay, that is ORA is given, so we'll select this financial analyst. In the back end you see all the roles are there. Financial analyst job. Now what we are going to do, click on done. So see how many roles, 7 roles should be there. 1 2 3 4 5 6. One more role I need to give. I forget one more, that is chief financial officer. Chief financial officer. You see GL is not there, OR is not there, so we'll select this one, GL, chief financial officer job. Okay, this was one. Add. Now you can count how many roles are there. You see how many roles are there. Now there is 7 role. It will come chief financial. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 roles. 2 already we have given. 2 was given when we were starting our project. These 5 roles we have given to open some more options to perform GL. Okay, so now I'll go and we will assign primary ledger to this 5 users. So we'll give some access to these 5 users. So now the next task is we'll go to our project, save and close. We'll go to our project and assign primary ledger also, and we'll give some data access to these 5 users. Click on done. Go and set up and maintenance. We go to our project. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we'll search the task that is manage data access for users. Data access for, let me manage data access for users. Manage data access for users. Okay, so click on it. So here what we are going to do, we'll give the role in our PL. Also we will give some data access to these users. Okay, so click on create icon. We'll select username, that is Rakesh Kumar. So the first role we are giving, that is general accounting manager. General accounting manager. The data access set to our primary ledger. Okay friends, so we'll search for the primary ledger, that is BISP primary ledger. Okay, so we'll add the second Rakesh Kumar. The second role will be general accounting manager we have given, so given role will appear here. Okay, so second role will give general accountant manager. Again data access set, security console value means our primary ledger, so BISP primary ledger. Okay, now another, we'll give another role, that is financial analyst. So everywhere we'll give data access set to them. 3 role we have added. Rakesh Kumar. So this time I am giving controller. So controller also I'm giving data access set to the primary ledger. Then the fifth role is chief Rakesh Kumar. The last role is chief financial officer and data access set to our BISP primary ledger. Save and close. We'll click on done. So what we have done, friends, so far what we have done, we have created the primary ledger. Okay, we specified the ledger option, then review and submitting, that we done yesterday. So today what we have done, we have created the legal address. Today what we have done, today we have created the legal address, we have created legal entity. Okay, then we assign the legal entity to PL. We are assigned the legal entity to we have assigned the legal entity to PL. Then we assign balancing segment value to our legal entity, and then we assign GL roles to users. Okay, this we have done. And then what we did, we have assigned primary ledger, that is data access set to user. Okay, this we have done. So task performed today was primary ledger, legal address, legal entity, and till assign PL data access to user. Okay, so now what we will do, the next task will run the LDAP. Whenever we assign the user, whenever we create the user, we run the LDAP job. So we'll run the LDAP job, will take time, but we have to run the LDAP job. Scheduling process, we'll type LDAP LDAP and tab retrieve latest LDAP change, click on OK. So you see the number 7141944. So 944 will see this is our request process ID 944. So until it show succeeded, we cannot move ahead. Now we'll go for the general accounting after this. See, sometimes it happens when it is taking too long, then what we do, we people sign out and then sign in, so it automatically runs. But now I'm not doing this. Okay, you can try. Just wait for a few seconds. So it is taking too long. Let me sign in and sign out. We have taken a risk, friends. Let's check our LF. No. See process number 144. Okay, now we'll move to our next task. So now we will enter into journal accounting. Okay, that is journal ledger, and there we will start period close and period start. Okay, move to our project. Go to navigator, and we'll go on the journal accounting tab, and we'll choose period close. Okay, so these options are open now. When we have provided 5 extra roles to our user, so these options are enabled now. So click on journal ledger T24, click on OK. starting period is Jan 2024. Yes. Okay, so now these two periods are already open because I've given the starting date, that is January 2024. So it happens when it gives two periods automatically. Okay friends, so now if you want to open period one by one, we can open. We'll go to February, select on open period. Okay, so March has come. Okay, so again I want to open till April. I'll click on March and click on open period. Okay, April. So if I want to create period till December, so what I'm going to do, I'll go on the target period, open target period, because we have to target till December. So I'll open till December and open. Yes, so see, so see, this period has open Jan Feb till December. Okay, this 13th is our adjusting period. Okay, this I have already explained in my previous videos. Now what we have done, we have opened GL periods. Okay, it is called GL period. So now our next task is creating journals in GL. Okay, so today we'll create journals. So journal is having a long concept, so we'll start first topic on GL tomorrow. So till then you see the video and revise. So thank you so much for joining this webinar.